This is Susan from Lifeskate.com, and I'm at the Ardsley Curling Club just outside New York City to learn about the ancient sport of curling. Curling originated in Scotland in the 1500s. The Ardsley Curling Club, established in 1932, hosted the 73rd Annual International Bonspiel, which is the terminology for a curling tournament. For curling, you really don't need fancy equipment. You need a broom, a stone, which is 42 pounds, and a well-maintained sheet of ice. In curling, each team slides heavy granite stones down the ice towards the target, which is called the house. The object of the game is to get the stones closest to the center. The team that does gets a point. And the sweeper's role in all of this? As Vic Hubner, the event chairperson of the Bonspiel, explains,
they sweep to have the rock move further down the ice, or to keep it going straighter and to help regulate the direction of the rock.
I also learned that in curling, the ice is not smooth like hockey or figure skating ice. Water droplets are sprayed on a clean sheet of ice, which creates a rough, pebbly surface when the droplets freeze. So the rock is in fact sliding on the tiny bumps of ice. I had a chance to ask 3 of the competitors representing the Plainfield Curling Club in New Jersey what to appreciate about curling.
The game looks very simple. It looks kind of like shuffleboard. It looks sort of like checkers on ice. But once you have players involved that can make a high percentage of the shots that are called, the strategy involved is very, very important. And the game has been referred to many times as chess on ice. And I think for a layman who's watching the game to have either a professional TV announcer or a knowledgeable person in the club explaining what's going on in the game and why various shots are being called and what the outcomes they're trying to get out of it, adds a whole nother level of complexity and interest that really it makes it lifelong fascinating, because it's really not nearly as simple as it appears.
I think the balance aspect of it, if you watch people slide, getting the balance is extremely difficult, especially at first, and I think that would be the toughest element. And it looks really easy on TV, but trust me, it takes a long time to get good at it.
Don, anything about curling that people don't know but should know?
Well, they think the sweeping is a little ridiculous, which is untrue, because it does make a lot of difference. You know, one of the harder things to do. I mean, it's where you get your exercise playing the game.
How would you describe the culture?
The culture, we have curlers who are youngsters that are probably 8 to 10 years old, and we have curlers who are 90 years old.
Eric, how did you get into curling?
It's something I saw probably when I was a child on Wide World of Sports or something like that, and something I've always wanted to do. About 8 years ago, I researched it on the website of Plainfield Curling Club, and it's local, so I started then. I figured with the Wide World of Sports, it was either curling or barrel jumping, so I kind of picked curling.
It's a very sportsmanlike game where you will see that teams at the beginning of the game shake hands, at the end of the game shake hands. There's a tradition that the winner buys the loser a drink after in the warm room, and normally the loser then reciprocates later with another drink. So it's a very social game, and it's the social aspect that is very important.